Sorry, I got a call. Yeah, hi. So, yeah, this is all about you, right? So, let me introduce myself. So, I am Amol. Yeah, I am working in one of the Big Four. Uh, I have around 9 years of experience in SAP, and total is around 10 years. And uh, if I talk about, like, I till now I have taken more than 25 batches. It can be as 28 or 29th batch, because three batches are running parallelly. And then I till now I have been worked with around 25 projects, 23, 24 projects, where it is having the multiple industry, like pharmaceutical, manufacturing, banking, service industry, telecom industry, many industry I have been worked in SAP. So this is a small introduction about me. So can we good to go?
Yes.
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay, great. So I am sharing my screen. Uh, hope just do let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So starting. Okay, just stop me if you have any queries and concern. Okay, I will clear your doubts and queries. Okay. So starting with the introduction to SAP ERP. So SAP, the full form of SAP is System Application Products in Data Processing. The full form of SAP. Okay. People are saying SAP, but being a SAP consultant, you need to spell it as a SAP only, not SAP. SAP is a uh, SAP is not a correct word to pronounce. Okay. So, anyways, SAP will comes under ERP. Okay. So what is ERP? ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning. So under ERP, there are different softwares like PeopleSoft, Oracle, JP Morgan. These are the ERPs which will help to run the business. Okay. So among that, multiple different ERPs, SAP is known, and it is known for the integration, and it has around 99% of business among all the ERP. So SAP is on demand in simple words. Okay. So to run, why SAP is required to run the business? Let's say Sumit has given a good example that he is working in a pharmacy, his own pharmacy, right? So in the pharmacy, sometimes he is purchasing and he
Yes.
is selling also. Correct? He is purchasing the
Yes.
goods and he is selling also. So in this
Yes.
kind of business, it will be a trading business. So in between, he is having his own some part of commission, or you can say cut. Similarly, if take example of manufacturing, we are manufacturing, we are developing, and then we are selling. So for this performing this activity, we need to have separate department. Correct? Like even
Yes.
if you take an example of pharmacy also, we need to have some sales people, we need to have some accounting people who will put the data entry in the system. So if you take example of manufacturing, we have different departments also, right? Purchase
Yes.
department, sales department, finance department, right? Some departments are there. So that departments in SAP is called as module. Okay. And this all the department will be, if it will work properly, then a business can be done properly. Correct? So in all the ERPs, you will get such kind of departments. So talking to about that, after whatever the operations you are performing, that will go and save in the database. Okay. So simple way, in a simple way, database means nothing but their hard disks. Correct? Or memory card, is simple way we are saying, na, where we are storing the files. Clear?
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Yeah. Let's say whatever the operations, like purchase, you are purchasing something, you are giving to some order to supplier. If you are selling something, you are getting order from customer, that all the data will be go and store in the database. In SAP, if you talk about specific to SAP, the data, the details or any transactions will be stored in the database in the form of tables. I will explain you in upcoming things. Okay. So now talking about the department in SAP, the if you see a real time, we have the departments. So that department in SAP called as modules. So there are some modules which is called as functional, another is technical. Technical means who is purely for coding and hardware, maintaining hardware networking. And the functional modules are there. You can say a department like purchase, sales. So that is the functional modules which is going to be interact with directly with business. Okay, because the coder is not going to deal with any your business executive, right? Management. Coder is just they will develop the program as per the requirement. But being a functional consultant, you are going to interact with business. So as I given is the example, now whatever operations you are performing, that will go and save in a database. So this is the example of classical example of manufacturing industry, where you will get an order from customer. Based on order, you need to do the manufacturing, and for manufacturing, you need a raw material that you need to purchase, then manufacturing, and then sold it to the customer. What you purchase that need to be paid to the vendor. What you sold that need to be received from the customer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
So in SAP, you might heard somewhere, you might read, or also you might heard about that SAP R3. We are saying R3. It's a real-time 3-tier architecture. Means your SAP you can say like see, 3-tier means there are 3 layers, right? So first layer is database, where your business data will be stored. Second is application server, where your programmer or developer will do the coding.
Okay.
And third is presentation layer.
How it looks.
Or you can say a front end, where you are actually going to work.
How it
Can
looks.
I give one example based on the pharmacy?
Yes.
Just a minute.
Like in
See,
usually we have on screen like how we can, from where we can directly put a sale and where we can take a purchase bill, how we can modify.
no, not like that. So I will give the example. Okay. Let's say you are punching some bill to the customer. In the front end, let's say you have one customer. For a customer, you have given 4 medicine. That 4 medicine you are entering the system, and you are printing the bill. Correct?
Okay.
That is presentation layer. But
The print thing is the presentation layer.
yeah, the front end where you are working in this computer, that is front end.
Okay.
But the installation of software, let's say there is a bug in your software. The HSN code is not maintaining properly, or some there is you need some more button, or there is some modification required. For that
Okay.
coding need to be done. That
Yes.
coding will be happen at application layer.
Okay.
Change in program. So we have see usually in .NET and Java there are websites are there, na?
Yes.
Being a user, we are using the website, but backend
Okay.
the code need to be done. Coding will be done at the application layer.
Yeah.
And you might heard about the cloud computing, hosting, right?
Yes.
You need to purchase some space in the cloud to store your data. Like mobile also, you are maintaining Google Drive.
Yes.
Correct, na? You are storing some data at the drive. Similar to that, there is database where you are storing the goods. So it can be cloud or it can be on-premise. So till now in ECC, it is a on-premise only, the physical hardware.
Physical.
Yes, but yeah, upcoming now in this emergence of S4HANA, they are going on the cloud also. So that is
Okay.
upcoming concept. Okay, or you can say advanced concept. But
New
you need
one.
to have the database. Clear?
Okay.
Clear?
Okay, clear. Sir.
Any doubt?
No, no, sir. Till now, no issue.
Vaidyanath, right? You have any doubt? Did he available or he is listening, right?
Yeah.
His name is Vaidyanath, he said, na? He left. It's okay.
Okay.
Expected.
Hmm.
So, yeah. And before R3, it was R2. Application and database layer was same in 1982. Then they have come with R3, 3-tier. Now, the benefit of SAP is you can host your application and database. Sorry, you can host your database from anywhere from the world. You know now, you might heard about hosting, right? Hosting, server hosting. Have you heard about the word?
Yeah, sir. From where we can access data?
Correct. So you are accessing the Amazon account, correct?
Host server.
Yes, you are accessing Amazon or Flipkart account, correct?
Yes.
Hello. Through the mobile app. That is
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
but to log in. So the database of Amazon is actually in US, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is hosting. So you can host your database and an application layer server also from any means from any country from the world. Okay. So your data will be always secured.
Okay.
Okay. Even
Yeah.
you can have your backup server in the other country, east and north, something on those lines. So if any
Okay.
issues will happen, also you have the backup server also in other country. So it's actually
From there.
depend on the business and type of company, which if they have the business in the multiple countries, so they can host from anywhere from the world.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So if they have also given a small comparison instead of using the SAP versus MS Office. So if you are using MS Office like Excel, you are storing some data. And if in case due to some reason your hard disk or laptop got crashed, so you are going to lose the data, correct? So in case of
Yes.
SAP, you are not supposed to lose any data.
I didn't get it.
See, they have given the comparison versus SAP to Office, Windows.
Yes.
You see, Windows means, let's say simply your desktop on directly. So it's storing data directly in desktop in the form of files or anything. Your
Okay.
laptop or your laptop may get sometimes may get crashed, right? Hard disk may get crashed.
Yes, sir.
So there is a risk of getting data loss, right?
Yes, sir.
But at the cloud or hosting server from anywhere from the world, so the data security will be there. In
Yes,
this
sir.
upcoming era, people are more focused about their data, correct? Instead
Yes,
of
sir.
money. Because
Yeah.
it it's because if their confidential data will lose, they will lose the business.
Yeah.
So data is more valuable than the money in this era. So these are some examples where in SAP is also called as management friendly software because there are only very few transactions where you can delete data from SAP. Otherwise, you need to put a deletion flag only.
What is the flag, sir?
Just set indicator that it is deleted. You can only need to set one indicator. Checkbox is there. You need to set like it's deleted. Okay, saved. You
Okay.
cannot use
Okay.
because see if they are having the access to delete anything, so they can do any change in the system, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
with this, it can be easily trackable. So they will set a flag or checkbox. It is deleted, right? Or mark for deletion, but they cannot delete. So management can go and track who has put the flag, and they can raise the question also why, right?
Yes, sir.
So management have a good hold on it, system.
Hmm. The other
Uh,
people can look at that.
yes. So that is why I called now that it is management friendly software, not user friendly.
Okay. Okay.
And
So the
yeah,
management is authorized to delete it.
Even no, there is a process. There is called as archival process.
Okay, fine.
So that is a separate scenario. The data will be archived directly from database. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm asking. So
Hello.
yeah, can we
Yes.
start? Can you proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So you can log in to SAP through logon pad. Like a app is there, no mobile app. So we have
Yes.
the SAP logon pad also. This will look like this. Similar to app through which you can log in the SAP through internet connection.
Mm.
Then the logon pad is also called as SAP GUI.
Okay. Graphical user interface.
Yes. And these are some properties that you need to maintain the application server address, which will go and connect to the hosting server. And this is how it will look like. And this is the logon pad where you need to give the user ID and password. When you log in the first time,
Mm.
you need to change the password. And this
Okay.
is how the SAP screen will look like.
Okay.
In SAP, there are two different types of data. One is master data, another is transaction data. Master data is
Yeah.
nothing but the material codes which you want to purchase, customer codes, vendor supplier codes, which is called as vendor codes. Which so master data is just a data which is going to help the to create the transaction data,
Okay.
like raising order to the supplier vendor, receiving the order from the customer, right? For customer order, you
Okay.
need a customer number, material code. For
Yeah.
supplier, like you need supplier number, supplier or material code, what you want to purchase, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So in this way, it will work. So this is a small introduction about ERP. So I am till now you have any questions?
No.
It was a generic introduction about ERP and SAP.
Okay.
So I am moving towards now specific to SAP MM.
Okay.
Okay, what is materials management? MM stand for materials management, right? So it
Okay.
is the management of material from initial purchase to the service delivery point. See, its a definition is material management is concerned with planning, organizing, controlling the flow of material from their initial purchase through the internal operation to the service point through distribution. Means from purchase to distribution. Distribution can be at any time, to customer, to production line, to maintenance department, correct?
Yes.
And aim of SAP MM is to deliver the right quality, right quantity of supplies at right time, at right place, and at right cost. If any one of the R will disturb, automatically business will face the loss.
Yes.
Correct? Because
Yes.
see, if quality is not right, you will not get end product right.
Yes,
If
sir.
quantity is not right, at least you will be deficient of the required delivery, right? You are not going to get the final count which you need to supply to the customer.
Yes.
The time is wrong. Obviously, you are losing your labor force. Correct? They have
Yes.
because you need to pay to the labor also, right?
Mm.
And then right place instead of supplying to Bangalore, if it is got supplied to Chennai, then again your production will hamper. And if it is not at right cost, for sure you are going to lose the profit, right? Or
Yes.
it can be a loss to the company also.
Yes, sir.
In MM, we have two main areas. One is called as purchasing, another is called as inventory management. Okay, the important areas. Parallelly, along with there are like it will go and touches to the various areas like material logistics, movement control, handling aspect, purchasing, supply, transportation, materials. So these are separate various areas where SAPM is going to touch the business. And mainly, if you're talking about in under SAP there are two parts: procurement and inventory management. Two parts only.
Okay.
So procurement is nothing but a purchasing from initial purchase of or finalizing the supplier till you receive the goods and booking the invoice. Invoice though it is a part under syllabus, but usually it can be managed by the finance department only. Once your inventory received, then the management of flow will finally yearly count, audit, all this will be managed at the inventory management area. So you might have seen the opportunity in link Naukri also. The people are saying only P2P. Some are saying IM inventory management. So again, MM is the vast. In that also there are two different parts. That both we anyway both we are going to cover. Just for a knowledge point of view, I am explaining this. Any question in this till now?
No.
Okay. So material management module consists of master data, system configuration, and transaction to complete procure to pay. Again, it's procure is nothing but a purchase to pay. Clear?
Yes.
Sure. So again, there are some areas like MRP, invoice verification, good receipt. So these are some parts where we are going to touch. Like MRP stands for material requirement planning. It is a part of production planning module, but still it is somewhere integrated with linked with so that we will see one process in that also. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to these are the different areas which will we are going to cover in our training, like purchasing to purchase the goods, valuation. If valuation is not correct, it is going to affect your balance sheet,
Yeah.
right? Let me give an
Yeah.
example. You have one cup syrup, whose actual cost is 100 rupees, but accidentally you have maintained 80 rupees. So you are going to sell it to 80 also. So there only you
Yes.
have lose 20 rupees, right?
Yes.
So it should be. So valuation is correct, then only you will have the profits and loss statement correct.
Yes.
Then inventory management, where you are managing your stock, foreign trade, import and export, material master. You need to have the codes, then only you can maintain the stock in the system, right? Let's say
Yes.
if you're talking about Dolo, you have the stock of Dolo 1000 quantity. But for that also in the system you need to define that code na Dolo. Then only you can
Yeah.
show the stock in the system, correct? So you need to
Yes.
configure or you need to write the name of Dolo only na. That Dolo name
Yes.
you can consider as a material code. Without code you cannot maintain the quantity in the system.
Yeah.
Similar.
That's true.
Yeah. So in that way. And then logistic invoice verification. So what will happen in SAP? To reconcile what you ordered and what you purchased, we have the third concept of logistic invoice verification, where we are going to book the Myro invoice again. Suppose you have ordered something, you have received the goods, vendor will send their invoice, supplier invoice, right? That
Yeah.
against that invoice, you are going to book one more invoice, so which will complete the process in SAP So it can be a three-way check. What you ordered quantity, what you received quantity, and what you are booking the invoice.
Okay.
Then similar to material code, you can define a service code also. Services like gardening, carpentry, in services if you are taking, so that also you can define the service code in the system.
Okay.
So yeah, coming to that, see, to run any business, you should have proper hierarchy, correct?
Yes.
Director, chairman, General manager, supervisor, labor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Let me take example of your pharmacy only. You have the 4 branches.
Yes.
Let's say you have 4 branches and one head office where which is managing all 4 branches,
Yeah.
correct? So,
Yes.
and actually, if you are ordering something from your company, they will send invoice to your head office only, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you are maintaining all the accounting at your head office only,
Yes, sir.
correct? No
Yes.
matter whether you are doing the business from other 4 branches. So branches is kind of plant, but the branches is kind of sub units, but your main unit is at head office, correct? Where
Yes, sir.
all the billing will happen. Or you are
Yes.
defining your head office as a legal entity also, where you will get a GST number also.
Yes.
So it's kind of thing. So to run any business, you need to have proper hierarchy, correct?
Yes.
Or organization structure. So in SAP also, in SAP, I'm talking about SAP MM, we have one organization structure that we need to follow. So client is, let's say, like a Sumit group of companies. It's a group of companies.
Okay.
Suppose you have two vertical, okay? You are dealing with pharmacy. Also, along with pharmacy, you have a parallel business of, let's say, like uh, you are manufacturing some plastic products, plastic bottle, or you can say a plastic bottle only, right? So for you, you have this one business only, and under Sumit group of companies, you are the owner. But
Yeah.
what you will think, I need to have a separate balance sheet, then only I will get to know what is my profit and loss. Correct?
Yes.
So to have the separate balance sheet, you need to define the separate entity also on
Yes.
books, on paper. Correct?
Yes.
So you can define two different entity, legal entity. One is Sumit Plastic group of Sumit Plastic Industry and Sumit Pharmaceutical Industry. Correct?
Okay.
So see why I'm explaining this. So company code is a place where all the accounting will happen. Whenever finance or auditor will auditor or finance or taxation team will guide you by saying that, boss, you need to define the separate legal entity to file the GST, to take the
Yes, sir.
credit. Correct? You need to
Yes.
have a legal entity. So you need to
Yes.
automatically take two different GST number on the to the business. Then only you can perform the transaction with your supplier properly. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Credit and to take the credit and to utilize the credit.
Yeah.
So all the accounting will happen at company code level. So whenever there is a need of separate legal entity or separate balance sheet or separate profit and loss statement, you need to have defined a separate company code. So this client and company code definition can be handled by finance consultant.
Mm.
Okay. So being a MM
Yeah.
consultant, we are going to deal with our organization structure to start with plant and storage location. Plant is
Yes.
the place where actual operation will perform. So it can be
Okay.
if it is a manufacturing industry, then manufacturing will be the operation. If it
Yeah.
is, if it is the trading business, you see, let's say pharmacy is nothing but a trading business only, na. You are taking in
Yeah.
a bulk and selling in the retail, correct?
Yeah.
It's a trading only. So though you cannot say that in pharmacy you are doing the manufacturing, correct? But
Yes, sir.
you are doing the business, that is nothing but operation only, right? So that is called
Yeah.
it, the place where operation will be performed.
Mm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
next is storage location, the place where actually you are going to store your goods. It can be raw material, spare part, anything. Like a godown, na simple word, in a simple word is a godown. Correct?
Mm. Yeah.
Next two org elements are like purchase organization and purchase group. A purchase organization is nothing but a group of purchasing team. It's a purchasing team.
Yeah.
And purchase group is nothing but a buyer who will raise the order only, who will punch the order. I don't want to go in that depth. Just for an understanding point of view, I have explained these things. In there are multiple areas we are going to look over, like material planning, purchasing, inventory management, vendor valuation, invoice verification, and statutory requirements. These are some definitions which I explained you right now.
Okay.
It's a group of companies. I think a grouping of a combination of legal, organization, business. Company code is nothing but place where you maintain balance sheet.
Yeah.
Plant is nothing but operational unit. So location is place where you are storing the goods. Purchase organization is nothing but who will negotiate the condition with purchasing condition with vendors. And
Okay.
purchase group is nothing but a day-to-day buying activities.
Hmm.
I don't want to make it complex. Just a knowledge point of view, I have given the scenario. And in the main cycle is P2P, which will start with the determination of requirement, right? So let's say you have in your pharmacy, you have the finance team. Finance team may ask you, boss, we need 4 pens, 4 notepads, right? So he will give the
Yeah.
requirement that you need to purchase.
Yeah.
For that, he will not say manually in SAP. He will raise one request, purchase requisition, which is called as purchase request in the system. That request, in that request, he will note down that for which pharmacy, right? Uh,
Yeah.
for which code, how many quantity, what is delivery date. He will give all the details. But there, he is
Okay.
not aware about the supplier, which is fixed. Supplier will be decided by business only, right? From whom to purchase. So
Yeah.
there, so determination will happen to find out the supplier. After vendor selection will be done by the business decided people, right?
Yeah.
Then order will be placed because supplier is known, requirement is known. Then you can place the order. Then follow up will be done, and after that the receipt of good will be happen in the your plant or in your storage location. You will receive the goods, correct?
Yeah.
And then invoice will be booked to check to reconcile the order, what you ordered, what you received, and what you are paying. It will reconcile. This is a simple cycle in SAP MM. There are, as I said, there are different kinds of projects. So, like implementation is nothing but to installation of SAP. Support is where SAP is already implemented and you are solving some supports, some issues, bugs. Rollouts are there, like if it is implemented in one pharmacy, you need to implement in another pharmacy. It's kind of rollout, right?
Yeah.
Uh, then their integration is there when you want to link your SAP to with other third-party application. So there are different kind of projects in SAP. So
Sir,
I think this, yeah,
what is the difference between host server and cloud? Both are storage, right?
yeah. Cloud is based where you need to purchase a,
Manual.
sorry.
I just want to know the difference between host server and cloud storage.
See, hosting server means where you are purchasing any proper physical hardware and you are
Okay.
maintaining somewhere. In the
Okay.
cloud is much you are ready-madely purchasing some space in the cloud like Google Drive.
No, no, sir. The storage thing in
Hmm.
host server and cloud server is the same, right?
Hosting, see, again, it's like hosting the server, whether it can be a physical or a space. Again, you are taking some space from there. See, in SAP, you cannot say hosting and cloud. In SAP, you need to say on premise and cloud. In SAP, there are two words are being used: on premise
Okay.
and cloud.
On premise is like host.
Yeah, on premise means
Physical server.
where your hardware is physical available in your place.
Premises.
Yes, premises.
Okay.
Where you need to purchase the RAM and the uh,
Hard disk.
hard disks.
Okay.
In SAP, see, I just it's server hosting, but where there also till now it was on premise only, where we need to manually purchase some CPUs.
Okay.
But now they are coming with the cloud also, but that is also the customer are not ready to move to cloud because due to data security.
Yeah.
Yeah, again it's a concept. So
Okay.
yeah, this is the pre version of ECC. In S4, you have some add-on things on it.
Okay.
The database is changed. Some obviously in the nowadays to learn the S4 also you need to know the ECC also only, because you can say it's a cream over the bread. S4 HANA.
Updated version of ECC is HANA.
Yes, where you need to know the ECC functionality, then only you can able to understand S4.
Okay.
See how you are going to do the comparison. You need to know the first what to compare, na? Then only you can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for comparison.
Yes.
So things are like that. So, anyways, this is all about the demo and introduction.
Okay.
S- any questions for me?
No, sir. Right now, so no issues.
Yeah. For the rest of the things, you can speak with Rupesh Senthil and
Okay.
update him,
Okay.
because we are starting batch by Monday, and already we have one more batch is going in the evening also. So you can see like where you can you miss you are, if you are ready, then you in which time is suitable for you. So we can discuss on that. Okay.
I'll speak to Rupesh, sir, and
Sure, sure,
I'll
sure.
discuss it.
Okay, okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sumit. Yeah.